Today is April 10th of 23. It's getting dark. Had to turn the lights on so we can see a little better. I just watched a video by Jungle Joe, Banana Joe, Joe Clement up there on Salt Spring Island. I've learned quite a bit from him over the years. Joe, if you ever watch this, I appreciate your channel and everything you've shared. The video that he just posted earlier this morning was about trunking sword ferns, western sword ferns, Polysticum unitum. So that is quite different from what I've always heard and read about them. I've heard and read that they are mounding, not trunking. And I guess it's kind of a splitting of hairs, trunking versus mounding. They're fairly similar in their overall condition, I guess. But anyway, he said that, of course, they have to be of great age, but they will eventually develop trunks. And he took his pruning shears and went and found one with a great big mound, and he trimmed off all the dead stuff. And the shape that he showed was pretty interesting, so I did the same thing to one of mine. I think this is the one that has the biggest mound of all of my Polysticum unitum. So I pruned off all the dead stuff, and the shape is quite interesting. We get down a little lower. It's not very tall, maybe 10 inches to the top from grade, and it has this really interesting undercut. So it's like it grows up and then kind of mushrooms out. And I didn't know that they look like that, so I'm glad that Joe made that video. Polysticum unitum are really cool. They're one of my favorite ferns. I've got a bunch of favorite ferns. I really like ferns. But these are really a staple here in the Pacific Northwest. They're evergreen, they're always around. They normally look pretty good. They can look pretty ratty at the end of winter, especially you get the previous year's fronds. If they're not cut back, then they can look pretty unsightly, I guess would be a good word. So anyway, one thing that makes this, I would say, different from truly trunking, this is like a big head that's covered with hair, or covered with fronds, and there are fronds popping out here and all over the sides too. Gotta clear away the junk. There they are. There's some little bitty fronds, little bitty fiddleheads that have yet to unravel, unfurl, that's a good word. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting. I hope that is showing up in the camera under our crappy light conditions, but I just wanted to make this video because I thought that was really cool. And I hope you all are having a good spring. I guess it's spring now. We just had the equinox, right? So I guess that makes it springtime.